Good news from our channel sponsors, thefogofwargames.co.uk. They are offering all of our channel subscribers 10% discount on top of their already discounted products, with free delivery on all orders over £35. Just head over to the website and enter The Ministry into the discount box on checkout to get your extra discount and support the channel at the same time.
They've got all three still, they haven't closed the map.
So here we are, Rick and I are ready for Warlord's open day.
Already got some goodies.
Yes. So let's have a look around.
Nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming along. And, I don't know how many times we've had an open day. It's probably our 10th or 12th, but they've always been good, and it's great to see everybody. And nice to chat. So this is normally where I sit in the business. I've got my finance director Chris, who's normally sitting opposite me, and that's where we are. It's our 6th year of being in this site here. Beforehand we were just a mile away in 24 different little rabbit hutches where nobody could see each other and nobody knew what was going on. So now having it under one roof has made us really efficient, and thank the Lord. And I think we'll be here for a good while longer because we've got all the machinery in there, but we only work one shift, so if we need to even double the capacity, we can just put in a second shift in. And warehousing is cheap enough in Nottingham. You can get a warehouse anywhere for cheap. So I think we'll be here for the next 10 years, I would have thought.
Amazing.
And it suits us well. We've also got, some of you will know, we've also got Skytrax down the road in Loughborough. That's another little company that we picked up a few years ago. And they've been going for, I don't know, 50 years, I would say, Skytrax. So it's like a mini me there. They've got casting facilities there, as well as warehousing space. And so that makes 103 Warlorders, 6 in the States, 2 in Germany, 1 in France, Pole, Italian, and the rest of us are here. So that's who we are.
Very good.
And a lot of us from our ex-Games Workshop from over the road, because every year they have a pogrom and get rid of another 50 people. So we get to have a look at who's been thrown out this time.
Or you can sort through
them. Have a good sort through, and so we can pick up some really good people, because one thing that Games Workshop are good at is training people. They are excellent trainers and educators. They are splendid. So that's about it. So it's really, what would you like to know?
Any new swords or guns added to your collection?
I was just thinking that with the swords in the background.
Just that samurai sword.
Yeah,
that's the only one. It's my mate got married, and I sort of did all his service for him, type thing. And the week after, he said, "I've got to give you the sword." And I said, "Well, you don't have to give me anything." He said, "Oh, no, I'd like to give you the sword." I said, "Mate, you've had that for years." He said, "Yeah, but I think you deserve it." I said, "Well, it's a 16th century blade in there as well, so it's serious." It then got converted into a cavalry sword. And I told him, but I suspect his wife didn't want it in the house. That's what I think the real subtext was. But so it's going to that nice sword. That's the latest creation. I don't need much else for that. My collection is mainly World War II infantry weapons, squad weapons of British and Japanese, etc. German. The thing I haven't got is a BAR, because they cost a fortune. You can pick up a Bren gun for 350 quid, and that's great, and a bit of history for 350 quid, but a BAR, £1,900, it's just too expensive. And they must have made millions of the bloody things.
Right.
I'm sure they made more bars than they did Brens, but you can't get them for love of money. But,
So I'd rather have a Bren, mate.
so here we go.
Because we're British.
Harder just from the revolution, John.
What else would you like to know? What else is going on?
I do have one idea / question. So this has come from my community. One of their favourite things is when you do the interviews and you just sort of chat about what you do. Like, what armies you're collecting, what you've been working on, all that kind of stuff. So is there any scope in the future for a John Stallard podcast?
Well, you'd like to think our head of marketing would be picking up that.
So we just
You're absolutely right, and we do need to do that. We basically changed over. We lost our old marketing coordinator and employed Steph only a few weeks ago, so we will definitely be doing that. We're trying to find ways to change it up a bit and make it fun, get John roller skating or something like that. So that's
With that sword.
yeah, definitely. We will definitely
What could
restart
possibly
that.
go wrong?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit difficult on those things because you don't get much feedback, and after a while you get a bit disheartened because you think everybody can't be asked to say anything. And then you don't know if anybody's enjoying it. But then you say you do. Some people do.
Yeah.
So it's a bit difficult sometimes. But
I would say this is the number one thing that I and a lot of people I know they just like. I think it's probably one of the biggest bits of media at the moment is people are sick of corporate answers and scripts and that kind of stuff, and they just enjoy seeing genuine people sitting down and just chatting, and the conversation goes wherever it goes. You just sit down, and I think that
in the terms like long form content.
Yeah, exactly.
okay,
So
we'll do just that then.
it sounds crazy, but if you did an episode where you just went off for an hour about your favourite thing in the American Civil War, it would probably be a very well received episode.
Okay, we'll do just that.
We'll definitely.
It's even like what period you've been thinking about in that particular length of time since the last one, or anything works.
Just like have a decent chatting about
Just have a chat, yeah.
Well, this joy of wargaming is quite a whimsical hobby, isn't it? And we are magpie driven to look at every period there is. When you think about it, you say, what period aren't you interested in? I think, well, I'm interested in all of it. I think possibly Burmese Thai warfare and the Renaissance, I don't think that's going to float my boat. But if I was in Burma,
You got a book on it though.
if I was in Burma or Thailand, I'd then be interested.
Was it a museum?
Well, how did the elephants fight then? That's quite interesting. I hadn't thought about that. I often do think about the Greek and Persian and Roman elephant troops. When you think about, I'd love to write a short story about those, because they don't just say, you three get on the back of an elephant, do they?
No.
There must be a whole training program for it, to be a Roman elephant soldier. And you think, well, how to mount it? Do they all do it on the trunk, on the thing?
What's the selection program?
Exactly. What's the selection program? They're not big lads or little lithe lads. How do you practice shooting from an elephant? Do you have to get? I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions, aren't there? And about how would you go about it?
This is the first podcast that you can.
This is it. Yeah.
Can you put a plasma dome on an elephant?
When you look at all those illustrations of the elephants, normally the successor elephants, you always see they've got shields on the howdah, shields. And I think, what's that all about then? Why would you put a shield on the howdah if you've already got a wooden howdah, which to deflect? Why are you hanging shields from it? I was thinking, well, maybe it's so that you can dismount and fight from it.
If you have to fight the elephant.
If you have to fight the elephant, then you've got, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Them sitting on the side of the howdah, does it? So I suspect it's when they dismount it, but I don't know. There we go, that's one for the pub, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So your mission is to find out for next year. Give John the answer. What were the shields doing on the howdah?
So it's just, rather than an armoured elephant, it's just armoured cav flag.
Yeah.
They jump off the elephant, someone pulls it back away from the fighting, and then the feet begins. Easy.
Elephant dragoons.
Yeah.
Any other concerns? We've just done a bit of an overview, sorry you guys missed it. Any questions for John about, the history of Warlord, how we approach deciding what to make, anything like that?
Keep doing the epic stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely falling in love with it. I don't know if the older I get, the more I just adore the look and the painting and the doing and the playing. Just
Good.
10 out of 10.
We've got some more planned.
Excellent, thank you very much.
And I've been painting like a madman myself off that epic. I just suddenly got into the groove. Every night of painting, just painting masses of 15mm strips. It's been lovely.
Amazing.
And I've got, if you go into the tent downstairs, I've done this completely crazy project of taking my British War of Independence army and then painting Hessian grenadiers as British grenadiers with their mitre to make a 1745 government army to fight Cologne. So now, using the Montrose models that we did for English Civil War in the strips, I've now got all of Bonnie Prince Charlie's Highlanders. So I've now got 2 extra armies.
Amazing.
And that's all down there. It looks great.
I'll go and have a look at that.
I can have a look. It's really cool. But it's taken me a good few months of madness to paint it, but it's a good madness. So yeah, epic stuff is great. We like it.
Any plans for epic false action?
No plans, but I don't see why we wouldn't.
Just going to write that down.
Epic bolt action confirmed.
What campaign would you pick if you were going to do epic bolt action?
Ooh,
Probably North Africa, I'd choose.
I'd want to
It's a bit
go.
larger, more open.
Yeah, because it's a big
You
area.
get the tank.
I'd go Barbarossa.
I'd say
Oh,
Barbarossa.
Yes, Barbarossa, yeah.
Mass tanks.
Big.
It's a tricksy one because there is no right answer, of course, because you immediately think of the Western Desert for large amounts of armour driving around, and then of course you think Kursk, well, that'd be marvellous. And then if there's any Americans, they'll just do Normandy. That's all they'll ever do.
Again.
Again, ad nauseum, taking on Tiger tanks right, left, and centre. Yeah, right. That always happened. Yeah, but if you ask me, are we going to do Normans and Vikings? Yeah, we'll do that as well.
Yes.
Eventually.
That'd be so
You know, there's so many things that will be good, and it's a bit of a. You have to sometimes you build it and they'll come. I mean, the American Civil War one, which we put out 5 years ago, certainly nobody had said, for God's sake, make more 15mm American Civil War. Nobody had ever said that, but we brought it out.
Yeah.
It sold like Billier, and it kind of proved the concept a bit. And that did well. But then we decided to do Waterloo, of course, because you have to do Waterloo. It's the law.
Yeah.
But that's 11 different sprues you have to do. You know, when you're tooling up these at 20 grand a time,
Yeah.
and you got to do 11, suddenly your investment is huge. If you do American Civil War, you do one, and put them in blue and grey.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
So Agincourt will be easy. That'll be 2 sprues. There we go. But if you're going to do the War of the Sardinian Succession of 1300, it could be 6 sprues.
I know you said that the Americans do Normandy ad nauseum, but if you did Agincourt, I would do that ad nauseum.
So
Because
yeah, lots more to come out on Epic.
That would link in with War of the Roses as well, wouldn't it? That'd be
Yeah.
quite similar.
Yes.
Easy to have the
Certainly
opposing
15
forces.
mil. As I get older, I get less and less interested in the hyper detail of stuff. I think, oh, for God's sake, it's 15 mil. Just paint over it.
What about Zulu Wars? You could do that.
Zulu Wars would be great.
Mm.
It's my personal favourite period.
There you go.
I think that'd be excellent. You only need a couple of sprues.
Yeah, and you could get up Zulus, couldn't you, to the south? Thousands of them.
Thousands. Exactly.
Lots of sprues.
No, loads of things to do. We're not short of ideas. It's just time and money.
So what's next for bolt action then? After we get through the armies of?
It's going to take another year to get through
Yeah.
through bolt action. Well, it's the Russians at the moment, as you see,
Yeah.
and the Japanese have been done, and they look very splendid, don't they? Then it will be Commonwealth, is it? Yes,
Yeah, well,
Commonwealth.
I think the studio guys, if we go to the studio in a minute, we'll give you the plan. We've got the
Perfect.
plan, but yeah, we've
That'd
got
be
a whole
amazing.
plan for more army books for next year, and then they've already started thinking about how we develop the hobby, what we can approach, whether we take a kind of scenario, campaign system, whatever, but be interested in your thoughts.
Campaign
Yeah.
system for Conflict 47 would be awesome.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Or conflictastic at the moment.
Yeah.
around here, which- the models are sensational, I have to say. It's very pleasing every time they bring another model out. I think, well, that is an amazing.
It plays good as well, it takes all the great stuff out of bolt action.
Yeah.
You stick a laser on something, it makes it.
No, we've got a real winner there. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased that the rules are very similar to Bolt Action
Yeah.
3, because then I don't have to learn a whole new set of rules. I just
That's
have to
cool.
learn the additions, which for me was a real selling point.
And if you've already got your outstanding force from V3,
Yeah.
Bring it over.
just stick some stuff into it.
Yeah.
But it's an easy sell to people.
Yeah, it's
I'm
cool.
sure, like,
Well, that sounds like a good moment to take through to the studio so you can
Yeah.
see what they've got planned there. Is that right, John? Thanks very
Thank
much.
you, Tom.
Later on, have a look myself.
Yeah.
Your Fireflies have cost me a fortune.
That was the big mech thing I was
Well,
talking about.
I've got
Take a
4 young
photograph.
cavalry, just had to fit them into it.
Is everyone?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Excellent. Good morning, everyone. My name is Darek. I'm hobby specialist. Welcome in most secret room in this company. We can't tell you anything, so we're going to show you everything. So, this is Warlord Games Studio. This is where everything starts. Whatever Warlord Games do, sell, we start creating and producing here in the studio. From concept, design, painting, preparing information, boxes, leaflets, decals, models, everything what we do is here. We have in-house painters, designers, graphic designers, writers, checkers. We're working with freelancers as well. Only one difference, maybe with some other companies, if the freelancer working for us is working for us, so we tell him what to do, not they do whatever they want, and we just take them. This is basically, we have a strict rules, what we want, how we want them, our models look like, what we actually want. That same it's with some companies who doing some of the products, because we not do everything, we can't do plastics yet. So we're working with the companies, but they design the models based on our design or our specific request, depends which one, because the infantry models, like you see in the model in the moment, we design here and we're passing designs to them, they're preparing whatever we need to do, their own magic to do the plastic sprues. If it's vehicles, very often we just tell them what to do, they design, we check, we give them the green light, and they do. So here, very quickly, like I say, Warlord Games Studio, we have two departments, which are actually, it's not visible now, but it's representative. It's a very organized, the chaos here. So we have a art department, which we have as a painters. Kirsten is one of the painters. She's lead painter on the Konflikt 47 in this moment. All the infantry, everything what you see, it's painted by Kirsten. I have a small hint doing some vehicles. I'm Darek. I'm one of the painters as well. I'm painting all the type of vehicles. So if you see all the tanks, planes, ships, everything what they have legs and don't run away is mine. Jamie, he's specialized in painting of all the Napoleonical stuff, and you will see in a moment. More models you gave him to paint in one go, he is more happy. Some people are strange like this, but yes. And Andreas is painting infantry, mainly bolt action, but the historical as well. We specialize in a specific type of painting, but doesn't mean we're not painting anything else. If we get basically we can paint everything what is put on our tables, but we are if it's possible, we specialize in one specific thing. One of our model designers, Wojtek here, you will see on the screen, he designed digitally, and he designed sculpt the models as well, old-fashioned manually still. In a moment you are all the chat, so you will see all the infantry and cool models he do and he planning to do. Hello. David is our graphic designer. He's one of the team whose responsibility to making prepare the books, making the boxes, leaflets, all information will coming on the paper, and as well some information which we're putting on our website. That's it, mainly is our team. So if you have any questions to ask, please ask. Go around. How much time we have ish?
I don't know. Before we did.
The new Konflikt colour scheme on Stargate is amazing. I have so many people that have said it's like the Splinter urban camo is just so cool.
Well, we started off with what colour do we actually want to do the Germans, which is the one at the front down there. And then from there we went, okay, so we're doing this grey. What do we want to do on the Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
They're walking tanks, let's do tank camo on them.
It's perfect.
At which point, 4 different types of tank. I've got pieces of paper scattered around my desk with all the different pictures of tanks and stuff on. Barrett got very tired of me bugging him for, give me more pictures of tanks.
Yeah.
And then once we decided on the Splinter cap, we had to pick which colour we wanted to do it in.
Yeah.
That was how we went for the red and the black.
It's nice because it sort of instantly sort of starts making it less historical, and then people start coming up with just their own ideas. The creative freedom. There's less of this. Oh, I'm painting it in the right colour. It's like, whatever colour you want, mate.
The idea was root it in history, but take just that one tiny step sideways to give people the idea that you can. So it's like with the Germans, we're not going to go with German field grey because that's green based.
Yeah.
We're going to go with proper grey.
Yeah.
Because the one problem I have with bolt action is I look at it and it's a sea of green.
Everyone's
green. Cannot tell what army is what because it's all baby puke green.
Italians.
Sorry, I'm just looking at
we are listening, by the way.
There to look at.
We've got a few minutes. There's so much to
You're going to like the new starter sets and the new releases cabinet.
Yeah, I shall go and look at those.
On my backside off to get those finished.
Style treatment guys like heavy weapons.
Very cool.
Yeah? Pictures. Yeah, Nick has sent me the link and I just haven't bought it.
Oh, yeah, my shaky hand.
Yes, I did. Oh no, go back one. No, what? The one in between. Yes, that one. Thank you.
Everyone loves cakes.
It's all about the cakes, yeah. Try not to get me in shot, try not to get you in shot.
Or resin or...
This is mainly like an afterthought production issues. There's a lot of flashes gathering around the heads when we're doing the resin plastic, so that's why we're...
I see.
There is no other idea. But because of that, all those heads...
You have that tip in there, is that why? Okay.
So as I inject the heads, that's what the heads themselves.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I like to watch a lot of the scale modelling that comes on YouTube. Yeah. I know. I try to look for inspiration.
Let me tell you, the
products they use.
From the Russians. Very nice. Thank you.
A little bit quicker when I've got the rest of them. I'm going to come up now. First one is over here.
You can get the guy.
I played the game against Chris.
You set up your little laptop there and watch what you're doing next. You watch it first and you go, that's something I've never tried. What are you doing with that? How does that work?
Basically, it ran through my set. Once you wanted it, whack them there.
It's still terrible for you. People are not back through the Mech Assault yet. Mech Assault is like, oh, I'm an American. What do I do the protocol? Keep getting back up. I don't know, maybe run it.
I used to like the Halfords, but they've changed that now.
What would the Rock'em Sock'em robot varnish shoes on?
Varnish shoes in the airbush.
This is the game I've been most excited for a long time in every game system. I'm very biased, I think it's true. Maybe might not be quite so happy. Right, that's
I use the glossary as a protection for games. This one, they typically not going to touch the package.
Hey guys, we want to kind of wrap up in here. I'm going to arrange time for everyone else.
When my show's 2 minutes, that's the time to come in.
Remember, if there's anything that let me know. This reminds me of the Lord of the Rings stuff.
This happened the comics, 2018 comics. They were part of a collection of games I was doing with.
Okay guys, follow me. We'll go through the rhythm. Chris, follow me.
We've got to get everything. I'm going to go film what to do. Before we get kicked out. So much cool stuff. I could stay all day in here. This one room. And no one's gone. He's like, everyone go to the red room, and nobody has moved. Nobody's moving.
I don't want to go.
Keep them stalled.
Already.
In the back left, that's going to be.
I was just talking about for inappropriate.
I'll come back later.
Cheers.
And metal. So I'm kind of work roughly like metal, and a little bit like resin, and a little bit like plastic. So we're kind of a strange hybrid between all kind of mediums of miniatures. So this is our machines. They're made by a Spanish company called Cycles. And they also make resins, which is thermoplastic that breaks easily. So it's actually recyclable. We can recycle any waste that we have, any miscast miniatures, any screw waste, back in the machine. So unlike plastics, where everyone has dozens and dozens of screws they never use, we can just recycle them all. So one of our molds. It's a 2-part mold like you get in metal. And unlike metal, we use centrifugal force to get the metal all the way through to every cavity. We use a vacuum. So we inject at 230 degrees from the hopper for the resin at the top. And then we use air to pull out through to get it to fill the extremities of the mold. So each mold, code on it, machine. Cast a select code, and then would anyone like to press the green button?
I was going to try ladies first, you know.
Which one is that green button there, if you could, we'll keep it doing. That's the rules, right? If this comes out well, you can't leave. Alright.
I just sit there pressing the button all day. Never get back.
So we run these machines a lot. They look a bit rugged, but they work great. We do lots of repairs when we need to.
Now, I think I was here the first year, had to work quite specifically.
Yes, yeah. We prefer weathered, battle warms.
It's all good.
So that's the injection. That's the time it takes to inject plastic. Here is a bit of cooling time. Obviously 230 degrees. If I open it now, it will just be mush. So it's done. Gloves on. So normally the casters will leave it here in a row. They wait until maybe 2-3 minutes before opening the mold. Now, because I've put the gloves on, we'll open it. Let's see how you've done. There we go. Very nice. So as you can see, that's where it's injected. And we've got another hole there. That's where it pulled the air through. So all these cuts we've got off the ends are the cuts to get the air out, to like kind of helps pull the material through. And the cursors just pop out fingers on a screw, checking the quality.
I can't even tell you how many times.
And then, okay, so we've got a bad one. At the end of the day, we've got a granulator just there. It's got that just regrinds everything, makes a hell of a sound, just crushes everything into dust. That's the stuff we've got on top. The recycled stuff.
Warlord Games, and thank you all for coming. We appreciate you being here, we appreciate what you're going to do and the things you've done for us in the past. This is metal casting. Any of you here last year or the year before? Right, so that's fairly new to you then. it's an automatic casting machine. We've got rid of some of the standalone stations and we bought an automatic casting machine. On average, we do about 11,000 metal miniatures a day, which equates to roughly 2.5 million metal miniatures in a year. So,
and all of them get painted.
They don't live under a bed get painted. Right. Anyone want to feel the metal that we use? Go. Right, this is a mould. It's silicon. This is a master mould because it's a different silicon. Alright, I'll ask someone else. And this is a production mould again. Same stuff, just a different tensile strength, that's all. Right, this is a mould box. I'm not going to let you carry the mould box or touch the mould box because the mould box weighs about 35 kilos. Alright, any questions?
That's it, Randy.
That's it.
Make sure you get them all back.
Yeah. Tell me this one I'm worried about. So, any questions so far?
No.
Anything you want to know?
I was going to say, when I first came round, you still had the old spinning machine.
We still have two, yeah.
That was my favourite bit.
It's mine too, because I got to actually do a proper demo instead of just being a talking head, but yeah.
Bring that back, that's the best bit.
Turn around and say that into the camera. There's obviously there's pressure on the business to make more and make it quicker. And
just wheel it out for one day.
Yeah.
Just wheel it out.
Wheel it out.
And the legacy machines.
Because the space is such, I'd have to put you all through a safety talk before I could take you in there.
I'm a kind of trusted.
Right, how many of you are gamers and how many of you are hobbyists? How many of you know the difference? What's the difference between a gamer and a hobbyist?
Hobbyist will finish some other stuff.
And a gamer
Enjoys the game.
just makes the monster, doesn't care. Yeah. So, why is it better to be one or the other? It's not.
No. They all do the same thing, which is
What
spend
is
money.
the core ingredient of the hobby that we do? What is the one?
Insanity.
Money.
Huh?
Money.
Spend money on toy soldiers.
Enjoyment. Fun. If you're not having fun with the person you're playing with, find someone else to play with.
Yeah. Sure.
Alright, there's got to be a question because no one leaves until I get asked a question. Seriously, I will hold you here as hostages.
Brilliant.
What? No questions. You all
What's
know
your favourite model then?
Good question. My favourite at the moment is our Resin Tiger.
Oh.
Because I'm doing my 15th army is Cross Deutschland at Kursk and I've just done 3 of them.
Ah, very nice.
Oh yeah, I've covered them up something.
I've no doubt.
Yeah.
Why make it out of metal and not this?
What?
Why make it out of metal?
There's 3 answers to that. One is a lot of the figures still exist in metal and the volume of sales is such that it's economical to keep them in metal. 2 is some figures work in metal and not resin, and some work in resin and not metal. And some you need to do volume in a very narrow window, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And some it's more broad and flat, which is what we do.
Things like the tripods and the barrels and stuff like that tend to be better now, is that right?
They do, and we're using a new metal for them. We're using an alloy 55 now, which is a little bit better than the alloy 37 for a little bit. Looks a lot better. Now you're warmed up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
When you say some models are better in resin, some are in metal, what makes one better than one?
There's no golden rule.
It's
There
just
really
that how
isn't.
the mold feels.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just an economic call as well because they want a lot in a very narrow band. They want a lot, and it's a lot more economic to do it over there with a couple of molds and just bang them out. Where with us, we're more the
So it's not like as much the method as the sculpting, it's more what
there is. There are some things that won't work in there. Some of the smaller figures, some of the smaller bits that don't like to work in one or the other.
One of the things I noticed is when you buy a traditional resin model, you'll get like a barrel in metal. I think that's really good because whenever I've had like a resin barrel, inevitably it's like going off in all sorts of directions.
Warping.
So I
I
think,
bought some 3D kits from outside.
Yeah.
And the barrels have always been shocking.
yeah.
Yeah. Good man, I like you. Any more questions?
Your successful career rate's like 500.
Do you practice these
Is this what George has as well?
Yeah, George and I had some of these, and I've given him the models. He's just painting them up at the moment. So. So these all help these ancients.
Back in the day when we had it, it would all be metals and money as this. So they come at these bases.
I've got about one brigade, that's all I've done.
What's the range of the buildings like?
Yeah, not fit on the 6 by 4 already.
Sorry?
Not playing them on the 6 by 4.
No.
More than me, I've got 18. I've got 18. 18 each. You know what the first few are? They're not too bad actually.
Your game, you want 6 cavalry regiments, which is one of them.
I know they're in white, you mentioned cabinet washes there.
Well, the thing is, also, 1809, at least you could pick a
It's alright, you to be shy.
Oh, you want me in there? I was just saying I was enjoying.
Show him your bag, Rick.
Oh.
And there's a free sprue and a free figure in there as well. So.
Do you want me to get it out?
Very nice. Konflikt 47 day.
Yeah, and what was the other thing?
And then there's a special figure in there as well, isn't there?
Is that the special figure?
Yeah.
Very
cool.
Did you see that they also gave us some metal figures? From Robin Hood.
Yeah, very cool.
John? Now we're going to look around.
And now we're going to have a look around the tent. So here we go, Band of Brothers. As you've seen from the NEC, we've used this table many times.
Because you use the time for fight against the Finlands are really interesting, aren't they? Because they didn't have.
When you want to spend it, you flip it to the face up appropriate. So because we're going from surging to exhausted, you just flip it straight to exhausted. But if you just want to use your active ability, you go from surge to active.
So what happens if you're exhausted? Can you use it again or just roll it? Or...
Forget that.
Okay, forget.
1 dice. Anything but a 1 to hit me, please. Fine, we'll count it. So that hits.
Not enough gap is there. It's also they're shooting on that way.
Yeah? Right, so now we've done a full turn. Mitchell, what you do is you can do small.
Nobody's just a city ball. They're hard to get now, aren't they? You would have saved anyway. Okay, fair enough.
I think he's based so now,
it's your turn. I think
it's innovation to them rather than
trying to find
well, especially if there's any length to them.